I was relaxing from the fan. And I get up, and I take one step, and I heard like a in my knee, and I felt it, and then like I lost all the strength in my right knee, and I just collapsed. Like someone, like I was a puppet, and someone just cut my string.
Fuck.
Yeah, and then, so I laid on the floor for like an hour and a half, just going like,
You're waiting for your cats to eat
you. Yeah, dude, I finally fulfilled the dream. I was waiting for my cats to eat. I could see them looking me up, like, is he still breathing?
I'm going at this.
They, little like
little bit.
bibs. And, yeah.
Tonight we shall feast.
They're sizing me up like an old cartoon when someone looks at someone they turn into a turkey.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Fuck, that sucks, man.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
But before you.
You
Do you know what the most frightening thing in the world is?
What'd I say?
No, I was fucking around.
Oh man. So yeah, I'm gonna do my best. I'm a little bit out of it because of what I just explained, but I'll do my best. And it shouldn't be too difficult. I mean, I'm just sitting here. It's not like I'm fucking like playing a soccer game or something.
I guess you do have to think a little bit.
Yeah, that is pretty hard sometimes. I try to think sometimes. It's very hard.
Yeah, well, fucking sucks. It sucks having like a lingering thing to take care of. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, with me, it's always like that. I always have something broken on me or some shit, you know.
So you kind of.
What are you drinking?
Oh, some Gentleman Jack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, look out, gentlemen. You have the entire bottle next to you. You don't even keep it like in the kitchen. You just keep it right there.
For what, dude? All the
That's
way over
cool.
there?
That's hey, man. It's efficient.
I got just in case I need another one. You think I'm gonna walk over there?
No, I know.
Leave
Dude,
the viewers fucking stranded.
You should see my couch, like my setup, my invalid setup, where I have to sit all day because of my knee. It's just like things of salsa and like empty cans and shit.
Things of salsa.
Even my cats, they walk by, they go like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
They shake their head like,
"What happened to you?"
They bring you kitty litter.
I'm gonna go shit on your bed right now. You disgust me, dude. So, everyone, we're on TikTok now. Check out the TikTok page. It's just Macabrecast. That's all you have to type in. It's not like Macabrecast show or any of that extra stuff. So, yeah, see all the little like funny clips. That takes me hours to edit, and
maybe
let me know what you think.
Maybe I should get a TikTok.
Yeah, you should get on TikTok.
I just don't. I don't even know what happens over there, I guess.
The Chinese only take some of your information, and you're not even going to miss it.
Well, there was already some sort of leak, right?
Yeah.
Some sort of hack. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they should like me. I have all their stuff.
I know.
Yeah.
You love the Chinese.
Yeah.
Chinese food.
Yeah. I think this was made in China.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Probably like half the stuff on your body is probably from China right now.
Yeah.
Including Gentleman Jack.
No, don't tell me that, dude. That's Tennessee.
Don't tell me that. Also, everybody listen to the other shows on Gangland Assembly, Frank Wilker, Wonder Hour, and Keeping Up with Comics and Movies as Comics. And check out the YouTube page. Please comment and like and subscribe and all that stuff. Gently press the like button and the bell icon and all that stuff. Anything else, Dad?
They're good. They're You won't be disappointed if you watch a YouTube video. They're entertaining.
Yeah. You can watch the live stream, but I add a bunch of stuff after that you'll miss out if you watch the live. So like you'll see all these extra, and I edit it down a little bit, like parts where I go like
I like, you never say, I never say the thingy-majig.
Yeah.
On the YouTube videos, you always edit that part out.
Yeah. It always like Gabriel will be talking and it's just like, and then what the, and it cuts to a different angle. And that's where I cut out like 30 seconds.
You know what? I'm
Gabriel
gonna keep talking back here like Homer. Like,
yeah. And I touched your sweet can.
Yeah.
Sweet can.
Sweet.
Mr. Simpson. Mr. Simpson, no.
That's what I'm gonna keep on back here.
Yeah, so today we're going to be talking about the military ghost stories. So military personnel that have encountered paranormal events while stationed somewhere else, stationed domestically during wartime. There seems to be a predilection of military people encountering ghosts. I don't know if it's because they're in a foreign land and maybe they're encountering things that they wouldn't normally see. Well, but there's a lot of military ghost stories.
What was the word you used?
Predilection?
Predilection?
That's your word of the day, buddy.
Well, for not for me, but for people that don't understand what that means, can you elaborate?
It just means like it happens a lot. It's like drawn to it. So like military draws ghosts to them.
Oh, okay. Yeah, based on the context, I got it, but I did want to know a little bit more.
Yeah.
I also thought there was a lot of predilection going on with it.
Should probably learn the word before you start using it.
I'm gonna do that because that's the thing. So
there's a lot of predilection towards it. So all of these stories were culled from Reddit. I look back through dozens and dozens of threads going back over a decade to find the best ones I could. I didn't pick any UFO stories because there's all the military there's too many, and it's like all the military UFO stories are the same. Like I was stationed in Okinawa and I saw a blob in the sky and then it went real fast. I was like, whoa.
Yeah. Whoa, hey.
Whoa, hey there. That's not a regular plane.
I knew it wasn't a horse because it was flying.
Strangely enough, okay, well, I'll get to that. There's a weird story I didn't put in, but we'll talk about that in a second. First story is from M. Poo, 1994. Oh, stationed in Okinawa on the base camp Kinzer, one of the Marines that was in my shop lived in room 101 or 102 in the barracks, and he would mention seeing a lady in black. It was a young Japanese woman dressed in a fancy dress that would just stare at him at night. I ended up becoming roommates with him a few months later in the same room, and a few times when I slept facing the wall, I could just feel something standing behind me. But whenever I looked, I saw nothing. We ended up getting out of the room when a glass sitting on the medicine cabinet above the sink just mysteriously fell and shattered it. Fast forward to the sink getting repaired, and another Marine moves into that room. He also mentioned seeing the woman, and I would hear him screaming at night, "Who are you? What do you want?" Weird stuff. Japanese have scarier ghosts than us. Pound for pound, Japanese ghosts are way more frightening than American ghosts. Prove me wrong.
You think so?
Oh, yeah. Haven't you ever seen Ringu, The Ring? Or like... like my pronunciation of the original title?
Ringu?
Ringu? The Grudge?
Grudge?
The Grudge. So racist.
Well, South Park did it, dude. It's not me.
Yeah, that's true.
I'm mocking South Park. What are you trying to say?
I'm just being racist.
Okay.
Straight. I'm allowed to because I'm white. That's true. What we do.
You do get the fucking pass.
By the way, trying to find a background for this live stream where it wasn't a painting of rebel soldiers like looking really heroic was difficult. I was typing in Civil War art and it's all guys carrying rebel flags like, "Ugh."
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want that painting, dude.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't find. I mean, these guys were saying they saw like a lady.
Yeah.
They're basically what I got. The sum of that was like, oh, we saw a young lady, and my
Yeah.
friend was a bitch.
I mean, that would freak me out. Wouldn't that freak you out?
Nah, I would, but I gotta talk shit.
Yeah. You ever
Yeah.
you ever serve?
No, I never served.
You wouldn't understand then.
Yeah, fuck
I
that.
was a Boy Scout for 6 years.
Yeah, I remember.
Oh yeah, we talked about it last
Yeah.
time. Thunder thighs. Yeah.
Thunder thighs.
So yeah, Japanese ghosts are way scary. They got the long black hair. They're always like wet, and
They
like
do get
their
wet.
hair's all long, and you don't see their eyes until like you almost die. You don't see their eyes until they're gonna kill you, and then like their hair splits, and it's like black eyes.
Yeah. The future, didn't we talk about this like a long time ago? How the future ghosts are gonna be pretty like
Lame.
kind of not lame, but like less scary. Imagine you
Yeah.
run into like I don't know, like fucking blue hair,
Yeah.
full of tattoos,
Yeah.
the
Non-binary.
non-binary ghost.
Yeah.
Oh my god, whatever. What are you gonna do? Hit me with your $7 coffee.
And if it's a Japanese modern ghost, it's going to be like one of those Harajuku girls with like like the pigtails and the big dresses. Like
they're probably gonna be doing videos on TikTok, dude.
yeah, they do.
They're gonna be live. They're gonna be live streaming as ghosts.
All right. Oh, this is another one stationed in Japan. From INGR. I guess we would call Inger, but INGR on Reddit. Was stationed in Japan and lived in the dorms. Nice dorms, even. So nice that I had a door to my bedroom and own bathroom.
That is
I know.
sweet.
It's a lot of people in LA don't
This
even
guy
have
had
that.
a door? Okay.
Yeah. It swings in and out. That's crazy.
Pretty swanky. All right.
I wonder if he had one of those indoor shitting rooms.
Rich boy.
Oh, look out.
He probably had a doorknob.
But I only slept in my bedroom a handful of times. You see, I was on the toilet
What?
chilling with the door open because I lived alone, so why not? Oh yeah, I poop with the door open all the time.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, why not?
Yeah, I mean the cats walk in, but it's something they haven't seen before. They literally just watched me lay on the floor for 2 hours crying.
They're like, you want to see something funny?
So
they
he
leave?
continues.
Okay.
Then I looked up and saw it. Something had ducked quickly into my bedroom, and I had no idea what it was. My brain couldn't process it, but clearly something went into my bedroom. When I left the bathroom, I carefully went into my bedroom and looked around. Nothing, of course. I slept in my living room on the recliner that night. Then, days later, it happened. The same situation. Something was peeking at me from around the corner of the door and was in my bedroom. It was pale and had dark hair. See, dude? A blur, strange and alien, but somewhat human. And thus, I never slept in my bedroom the entire 8 months I was in that dorm. I slept on my recliner every night because fuck that. Didn't tell anyone because I figured I was just seeing things and my brain was trying to fill in the pieces. I'm telling you, Japanese ghosts.
Yeah.
Long black hair.
That is scary.
That's how they're drawn in like all the Japanese art too.
Yeah, I can see how it's scary for you guys. You're like, oh no, not blonde.
Oh no.
Doesn't look like me.
She's not a beautiful TikTok influencer.
Yeah. Nah, I don't know. It is hard, dude. I don't like. I understand it.
Have you ever lived alone?
Yeah.
You have. It's
yeah.
freaky, right?
Yeah, remember? I don't know if you remember, but I was like, one thing I gotta tell you my fly story.
I don't know if you ever mentioned that.
It was like a long ass time ago, probably when we first started or when I first started coming in.
Do you want to tell it now or do you want to wait?
Do you want me to tell it? I could tell it.
Yeah, tell it. Why not? Yeah. Paint a picture for me.
Okay, so here's it's not even, the thing is that it wasn't anything, but I just felt like something. Okay. So this was like a long ass time ago, say like 12 years ago or something. I had my little apartment and shit. It was just a tiny 1-bedroom, really tiny 1-bedroom, and
studio
that one
place,
kind of like a little studio place, but
yeah,
it was small. It was in East LA. And that little room, I left it for my daughter. It was like you could barely fit a bed and like a little bit. So it was for my daughter, and I had like the living room was kind of like big enough to like put a bed and then just put like a curtain to divide it, and then became like a living. And I had a little couch in front of it, so it became a living room and my bedroom. And then one day out of nowhere, dude, I walk in around, I would say like 5 p.m. or so. I opened the door, and there must have been like 30 flies at least.
Oh,
like
damn.
In the center of where the light bulb was in the living room, and they were just like
gathered around,
like just gathered and like hitting it. Like the buzz, it was so much buzzing. I thought it was bees inside. Like before I opened the door,
shit.
I already knew. I'm like, what the fuck? Some fucking beehive like showed up at It was like loud. I opened it. I was like, what the fuck? And they were just like hitting the center of it, like tee, 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 tee. And I was like, that's weird. Killed them and got rid of them. It was a bunch of them. I couldn't believe I had to sweep them up and shit, throw them in the trash.
Oh wow!
And some of them just flew out. There was just
so
a lot.
Fucking gross, dude. Flies are so gross.
It was fucking gross. It was crazy, and I thought that was super weird. Then later that same day, so at night, I'm asleep. I was already into ghost and paranormal shit. So when I woke up, I don't like checking the time because there was something about 3 a.m.
Oh, witching hour.
Yeah, so I don't like checking the time anymore. But something woke me up. I woke up and there was this fucking buzzing sound. And then like with the buzzing sound, there was also like
okay.
And I was like, what the fuck? At night. I have never seen flies active at night like that. I turned on the light and there was just a bunch of fucking flies buzzing. Some of them were inside the little fucking light bulb. There was a light bulb and then like a little thing that covers it.
Yeah.
They were in there and they were just fucking hitting it. And I was like, what the fuck? Like pitch black. It was just dark.
How many were there? Or do you say like around?
Another fucking 20 of them. Like a lot.
Shit.
Like the buzzing was crazy. And I was like, what the fuck is going on, right?
Yeah.
I felt a little strange about that part, like little like put back, like that's super weird. I have never seen flies active at night like that.
Yeah.
I killed a bunch of them, threw them away. Some of them were still fucking hitting
the
thing.
Good that you didn't keep them.
I ate a couple of them. And I was like, that's just crazy. In the morning I woke up, there was probably like 7 of them still fucking flying around.
Damn,
all right, that's weird.
You got invaded.
I got invaded. Then I went to work. My way home, I felt a little off. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna fucking stop at Home Depot. I got some of that fly trap shit. The sticky one.
Yeah.
Like, so I hung it on the light bulb.
While you were inside Home Depot, the flies stole your car.
No. I came out. Everything was cool. I went home. Again, I could hear the buzzing before I opened the door.
What? Before you open the door?
You could hear it. Yeah, like zzz, like it just sounds like bees. And I was like, what the fuck? These motherfuckers,
Yeah.
I killed a bunch of them again. Then I started looking up shit. I put vinegar. I did all kinds of,
I've had to do that.
I did all kinds of that shit. Didn't work for me.
Yeah.
So then I killed a bunch of them again, and then it was nighttime again. I hung that shit up. I got woken up at night again by the fucking flies, the buzzing, like zzz, 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 zzz.
Oh my god!
I turned on the light, and that shit, that sticky trap that hangs.
Yeah,
that shit was like moving, dude. They had so many flies that
Whoa.
it was fucking moving like that. I was like, what the fuck?
So this is over the course of like 2 or 3 days. This
2
is
days.
happening.
That's 2 days.
2
The
days.
next day, a little like, I start feeling like depression. I started seeing like the entire day. I cannot describe what the feeling was exactly, but depression, and my day felt like very gloomy and yellow, like almost like orangey tint to my fucking day, dude. Did not go home. So the next day, I was looking. I didn't want to think anything. I was like, okay, I gotta check the to see if there's something dead on the top, right?
Yeah.
But first, I went home. And I went to my parents' house. I ate there, and it was like around 9, maybe 9:30. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go home, shower, go to sleep. I don't even have to think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went home, and then I'm like, let me check. There was flies in there, a little bit less, but I could still hear some buzzing. I changed the fucking thing, the sticky thing. I killed a bunch of them. This time there was probably like 15, 20. The first time was the worst, but that's still a lot of fucking flies, especially at night. And when the light is off. Like, why the fuck were they there? In the closet, I climbed up. I got a flashlight, and there's like a little opening. I looked, and there was nothing. It was dusty.
Yeah.
But there wasn't anything dead up there. There was no flies up there.
Yeah.
It was clean, and I was like, what the fuck? Nothing happened, right? And I just didn't know a solution for it. I closed that shit back down. I kept doing the same thing, and then the same night I started like, I just felt very depressed. And the next day, I get the same. I went to my mom's house. I ate over there, and at night I went back home, and I just started feeling. I could tell I was getting like, it's just fucking
like oppressed.
Yeah, it's just flies, right? It doesn't mean anything, but to me, something was happening.
Yeah.
And then I would say, I think maybe I go to work Saturday or something. And then, so it was during the entire week. So from Monday, Tuesday, fucking Friday, they were still there. And it was the same shit every day. I wish I would have taken pictures or like fucking collect. I have never seen so many flies for no reason.
Yeah.
And active at night, which is crazy. And then they just went away like on a Saturday, like it was completely done. I talked to my parents. I was like, I don't know what the fuck happened. Like it got fixed. My mood got better. I felt better. I'm like, am I just a fucking bitch that just feels weird?
Yeah.
And then fast forward like fucking 7 years later, maybe more, I moved to this house. I bring up that subject about like the flies and the way I was feeling, and my mom was like, oh yeah, one day when you were at work, I went to talk to the priest. And I had him come over to your place, and he blessed your entire place.
You didn't even know this has happened.
And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I didn't know that she did that. I don't even know if I believe in it 100% like that. But she said she did it for me.
I just got an image of a priest on the ground being covered in flies going, no.
Nah, that fool, I guess he went and he did the whole thing. And I kind of don't even... Oh, you know what? I also had a nightmare about that shit. Like, I had a nightmare about just those fucking buzzing sounds, and I jumped out the window, actually. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
They had me for like... they were it's just fly. I was listening to flies. But yeah, and that's the craziest part for me, that I thought it was just like, I felt weird, I felt stupid. But fast forward 5 years later, my mom said that she thought it was really strange.
5 years later, you didn't know about it until 5 years later.
I didn't know. I just thought they went away,
Wow.
but she didn't tell me, because I guess she didn't want to scare me. I don't even know. And
that's pretty creepy.
That was super creepy, dude. And I didn't like it. I had no answers to it, and it was really affecting me.
Have you ever been to like a drug addict's house, or like someone that you know is addicted to something, that in their like apartment or anything like that?
And it's all trashy.
Well, it's like, okay, I used to have a problem with drugs, and I've told you that before. But your environment starts to reflect what's inside of you, what you're feeling. So like the deeper you go into drugs, the environment around you starts reflecting that. And it's almost like your entire environment starts to rot around you, like flies and bugs and stuff. And it's like an inner reflection of who you are. But it also is with depression. as well. Like someone that's really depressed, their environment starts reflecting what's going on with them. So it just reminds me of like when I was in like really bad addiction days, like flies showing up and like out of nowhere, and you know, like rotten food that I didn't care about on the kitchen counter. Yeah. So it's just interesting because
I thought it was interesting.
Yeah. It's crazy that they kept showing up though after you kill them. The worst is when you kill the big ones and then the babies come out of their stomach after you kill them.
Oh fuck! No, you know what?
You ever seen that?
I haven't seen that, and these were all straight. They were all the same size, and I really thought like, okay, once I go up, I'm gonna find a fucking dead pigeon, something.
Yeah.
And there was nothing. And then when I came back down, I'm like, somehow the light started seeming yellow. I was not feeling.
When you
good.
Mentioned that, it reminded me of like scenes in movies where they're like, and now we're in Iraq, and then it like cuts to a scene, it's all yellow and orange, and it's like
exactly like that. And you know what was crazy too?
Or Mexico City.
Mexico always looked like that. My days, like they were just blending in, and I know all I wanted to do was not be home and sleep.
Yeah.
But then
dude.
I would just keep my pillow closer to my. I don't want to wake up to fucking flies again. You know.
It sounds like something was like trying to latch onto you, like some sort of oppression.
Something that
some sort of
mom
energy.
asked me. Mom's like, "Do you think anybody's doing witchcraft on you?" Mom's, I guess she believes a little more and shit like that, or like, I don't even know if I believe it anymore, you know. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely
makes you think
there's possibilities of stuff.
Yeah,
you know. And when she told me that that's what she did, she's like, "Yeah, when you weren't home, I had your spare keys, and I went in there, and the priest went in there, and he blessed your place." I was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah,
I'm glad you told me that. That's creepy.
That's creepy.
No, you never told me about that before. So, all
my
right, you ready for that's your fly story? You ready for the next story?
Let's go.
All right, this is posted by Damon BPF Curry. I am an air traffic controller in the Marines. This isn't a UFO story.
Okay.
I was working by myself in the control tower around 2 a.m. one night. Then a jet came in to land. I cleared him and he proceeded to the runway. But before his wheels touched down, he came over the frequencies sounding distraught, saying that there was a female standing in the middle of the runway and he was going around. I called airfield operations to have them go out and take a look. After 30 minutes of searching, there wasn't anyone in the airfield anywhere. So much happened while I was working on that tower, such as randomly hearing the elevator start going, doors slamming, and even screams. Working the mids through the night. By the way, military people love using abbreviations and like acronyms and shortened words. So I was having to look up so many things. I'm guessing he meant like midnight shift. They just call it the mids.
The mids.
Yeah. Working the mids through the night was scary at times.
Oh, thank you for cleaning that up for our immature viewers. I was working the mids, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. I have a predilection not to explain things.
Hey, I know that word.
So working the mids at night was scary at times, although I am sure some of the stuff was just other asshole Marines playing jokes. But a pilot, without a doubt, said that he saw a woman on the runway. Always kind of freaks me out. I'm guessing it's not easy to get onto a military runway.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a woman. Oh, we have a visitor. Hi.
What's
Ollie's been doing this thing lately where he comes up to me and he reaches both paws in the air until I pick him up. And
that's Ollie right there?
That's Ollie, yeah. He's a good boy. He doesn't look like it. This is the one that was sizing me up. He was going to try to eat me the other day when I was on the floor.
It's bringing you hot wings and shit. Here, eat more.
We're gonna fatten him up.
You're like, you know what you should eat, Matt? More fish.
He's like, he was looking at the spice rack going, Maybe.
Well, before you drop, can you drop a couple spices?
You swallowed this pack of ramen seasoning, please.
Oh, some popcorn, right? How old are these cats?
Ollie is only about a year old. He's still a youngin. And then Asha's, I got Asha during COVID. So, what was COVID, like 20 years ago?
It seems 7, 8 years ago, maybe.
Oh, we got the new one on the scene though. Monkeypox, Mpox, they call it.
Mpox.
Yeah, you looking forward to that?
I feel it's a bit racist.
All right. Next story. Posted by Blue PFC. By the way, a lot of these military people also love abbreviations in their username.
Yeah, what's up with these folks?
In the Army, I never experienced anything paranormal, but 10 years ago, okay. This guy says he never experienced anything paranormal, then goes on to explain one of the most paranormal things I've ever fucking read. 10 years ago in Afghanistan, as a contractor in Bagram, I saw some shit. I was smoking a cigarette with this Bosnian, and we were surrounded by mountains. We saw 50 planes every day over our heads. There was this one plane that was going lower and lower. He went straight into a mountain. No crash, no explosion, just disappeared into a fucking mountain. What the fuck? Some people were saying that this plane was going to Wakanda.
Okay.
In the comments, everyone's saying like, "Oh, it's a secret entrance to Wakanda." But
I heard Robert Downey Jr. is playing the new Wakanda character.
Black Panther.
Yeah.
He's playing the whole cast. He's gonna be Black Panther. He's gonna be the other one, and then
another one,
the princess. I can't wait. It's gonna be great.
They need him. Yeah,
he's really bringing some fresh blood into the.
And this
MCU. Guy's
pretty sure. He's sure it was in the middle of the mountain. Like it wasn't an optical illusion, right?
That's what he said. I thought the same thing that you were thinking. Like there's a mountain in front, there's a mountain behind, and it went through.
Yeah.
But this guy was in the area, saw planes all the time.
So he knows how shit goes.
The strange thing was, in the comments for this, there was at least 2 other people that said, while I was stationed, I saw the exact same thing.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. So the military has some fucking secret hologram mountains they're not telling us about.
I think it's always related to the fucking you know how we talked about it before, like the release of energy when you die and the release of energy when you're born. Like there's a certain fucking correlation to it where like when you're dying or when you're just like brand new, you have more fucking, you're more aware of some other shit, not only humanity.
Yeah,
like, there's it's energy
like
left over.
Tuned into a clear radio signal than when you're older.
Yeah. I believe it.
I believe it too. I mean, look at a kid's energy compared to like my energy. Like I have a hard time walking to the kitchen. Like
yeah, I doubt you're gonna be a ghost, dude.
I really want to be though. Don't tell me that shit.
You better fucking die at Six Flags or something. You need high levels of energy.
Anywhere but Six Flags, man. Please.
Well, you gotta be screaming. You can't be just fucking die with a pop knee.
I'm gonna be haunting like, 2 cholos eating corn dogs or what?
What kind of energy are you gonna leave with a fucking pop knee just on the floor like that? You gotta be like fucking parachuting or some shit, you know?
Help me.
Help. I saw a ghost. He was on the floor looking helpless.
I saw a ghost limping down to the funnel cake stand at Six Flags.
He's afraid of cats.
All right, here's a short one from someone called Anaka. While living in old military quarters in Fort Gordon, Georgia in the early 2000s, my very young daughter would tell us about the red-eyed boy who would talk to her while sitting up against the ceiling in the corner of her room. I dreaded going outside at night as I frequently felt as though something was following me around the perimeter of the house in the darkness. I never felt that sensation of being haunted any other place I've lived. That short story fucked me up so bad.
Me too, dude. I hate
a little boy with red eyes floating in the corner of the ceiling.
I hate that shit.
God damn.
I should be more mad at the fucking kid for telling me, you know? Like, you keep your fucking mouth shut. I was leaving. Did you see me fucking happy as fuck over here playing video games?
She's like drinking a glass of wine and she's like, what?
You shut your trap, boy. Yeah, fuck that. For that information, I do not want to know, you know?
Yeah.
If somebody's looking at me here, cool, because I don't know. But if somebody comes, if I bring a little boy, a fucking kid here, like, oh yeah, there's 1, 2, I'd be like, great.
Yeah, you got this place is lousy with ghosts. Or like when dogs, I wish dogs couldn't talk because dogs see ghosts all the time. Cats too. It's just like sit there and stare at the ceiling.
Yeah, I always hope that my cat just saw a mosquito or some shit, you know?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, like, it must be a mosquito.
Keep telling yourself that.
Life hack.
All right, this one posted by Alon Simons. I was serving on a military attack ship for 3 years. I still remember this from one of my first sales. It's the middle of the night, around 4 a.m. I was just finishing a night shift. We call those the mids in the military. And decided to go on one of the outer...
Must be new.
He's a newbie.
Newbie.
I was just finishing up a night shift and decided to go out on one of the outer decks for a bit before going to sleep. I went out, looked into the sea, and saw my grandmother's face. Now, my grandmother had been very ill for quite a while, and we all knew it was just a matter of time. Anyway, I see her face in the water, and I think to myself, I think that she's here to say goodbye. I wasn't scared by the thought, just sad. I saw her wave to me in the water, kind of smile, and then just sort of fade away. I very calmly just walked back into the ship and went to sleep. 2 days later, we got back to shore, and I can finally use a cell phone. I call my dad, and he tells me that grandmother passed away. Then he tells me it happened around 4 a.m. 2 days earlier. Never told this to anyone.
Sure.
That's pretty creepy.
That's pretty creepy.
He says it doesn't scare him, but it's just like going outside and then, hi.
Fuck, dude, I hope I become a ghost. Come on, be fucking pranking people
all the time, dude. He's just floating in the middle of water, giving the double bird as you're floating down.
I swear I saw my grandma flipping me off.
Grammy?
Grammy, is that you?
Fuck you, dude.
Fuck you, son.
She's just dabbing in the water.
But you gotta know, my grandma, she was a streamer. She dabbed for me one last time.
She double dabbed on me, and then she floated into the depths of the ocean, never to be seen again.
Like I walked into the closet. I swear I heard like and follow, like and subscribe. Yeah. I closed the door and I never shared that with anybody else.
I knew it was her.
I knew it was her.
All right, this one posted by Rickety Ladder. He was a Canadian vet.
Okay, he should be polite.
So sorry to tell the story, but sorry. Anyways, Remembrance Day, probably 10 years ago, I was talking in a Legion to a very old WW2 vet. That's World War II for all your non-military folks.
Okay, I thought it was like WrestleMania 2 or something.
No. Okay. I got that confused too.
Okay,
especially when he brings up Sergeant Slaughter.
Sure, that's true.
Very old WW2 vet who had fought in the Gothic line in Italy. He's telling me in pretty graphic detail about how his tank got hit by a German 88, and he was the only survivor. Up to this point, he'd been surprisingly lucid and coherent, given that he was nearly 100 years old. Then he kind of stops, and his face changes. He looks me dead in the eye and goes, "But you burned that day, so you know." stops again and looks confused for a second, then goes something like, "Sorry, lad, old ghosts, never mind." Obviously, memories like that, even decades later, will haunt you, and his mind clearly got its wires crossed for a second. But the whole thing freaked me the fuck out, especially a brand new private rickety ladder, and it's just still a weird moment for me years afterwards. That's sort of sad and creepy at the same time.
Yeah, it is.
This guy has like horrific PTSD.
Yeah.
I wonder what he saw.
He could be like borderline having some sort of flashback and then like talking to himself. Or he thinks he's talking to the guy and then fucking realizes the guy is actually burned, you know, whatever.
Yeah, what I imagine is like he was looking at the guy and all of a sudden the guy turned into someone that was like a burnt up corpse or something talking to him.
Damn.
Yeah, sometimes I live near a VA, not a VA, a Legion Hall for vets, like a bar type thing. They all hang out outside. But you'll see guys outside just like smoking a cigarette, probably in their 70s or 80s, and they're just like dead staring across the street, like looking through the buildings across the street to the buildings on the other side, just like their stare goes on forever. What they call 1,000-yard stare after war.
Yeah.
But I'll drive past these guys on the way home from work, and you'll see them, and like they don't clock you at all. They're looking like somewhere else.
Damn.
It's pretty crazy.
That is, man, because you know, I can remember the bloodiest incident, or like the two. I have like two, maybe three that I've seen, and I think that's nothing compared to fucking war. It's to me, it's pretty graphic and crazy. I could hear the sound, I could have the images in my head, and that's like very little. That's just normal shit that was crazy to me at the time. But these guys, they seen some real fucking shit, you know, like. I could only imagine. I can't even imagine, actually. You know.
Have you ever seen the video of the guys, the guys that have shell shock? What we call PTSD now, but they called it shell shock back in the day.
Yeah.
They're showing them. They're bringing up like uniforms to the guys.
No, I don't think I saw.
All right, I'm gonna share this for a second because you got to see this. So they're showing the guy a German hat, or a French hat, actually. This is a German soldier.
Oh, shit.
So just from seeing the hat, he's like totally flipping out. And they have all these like neurological issues. They can't walk right.
What are the highest views right there that I could see?
Oh, down here?
Yeah, there's two. Oh, that's just creepy walking.
This has been upscaled, so you can tell it's like I mean, these guys, World War I, it was like there's bombing 24/7. They're trying to sleep in muddy craters and
then also, I mean, war is brand new. War itself is something, but like the aftermath is brand new, right? Like,
well, that kind of war where they're using chemical weapons like mustard gas and all that crap. I mean, that there's a reason it was outlawed in the Geneva Convention. It's terrible, horrific. My great grandfather was exposed to mustard gas and burned his lungs up, so he had like problems the rest of his life. But yeah, World War I was like horrific because people were fighting hand to hand as well, like bayonets and knives, and it was like a mix of old war and new war together.
Shit.
Yeah. So this is the last story. This is from a deleted user. So I can't give any props to whoever posted this, but I thought this was the strangest story. A little bit weird.
Okay.
If Ollie will stop scratching on the goddamn wall behind me. Thank you.
Ollie.
Come on.
Come
Come on,
on.
fool.
Don't make me speak louder.
Don't make me say, stop it.
Stop.
Hey, stop.
Time to handle this shit.
While stationed in Gießen, Germany, there was a playground at the base housing daycare / preschool. I worked night shift for a while. By the way, do you know what they call night shift in the military?
I think they call it the mids.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay.
You know, dude.
You know, I'm in the crew, you know.
While I was an MP, military police.
Oh shit.
And we conducted walking patrols at least once a night. Not a whole lot happened at this particular housing area. But when we took
Matthew,
over
I want to take a second to give you credit again for your fucking research.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Motherfuckers they're making you work.
Dude, I had to go to I had to go to dictionary.com and military dictionary and like so many different forms
Just
to
fucking
find out.
say it, dude.
Yeah. There was like 4 stories I gave up on and deleted because it's like while I was in LAX on we were working a slag and you know how these
at that point the SCs came up on our
you know how these BARs are, you know. It's like, what are you talking about?
Anyway, sorry for the details. Sorry to be so graphic.
When I was an MP, we conducted walking patrols at least once a night. Not a whole lot happened at this particular housing area. But when we took over the road, I was told, there's a clown face on a pole that can spin around and it will follow your progress as you walk by sometimes. But by the way that the guy's face looked, I really didn't think he was joking. Then he told me, when this happens, I always get back in my patrol vehicle immediately. I waited for the laugh, but not even a smile. First month, nothing. Then one night while walking and trying not to think about the lonely wives telling me earlier to come by later and have dinner. I'm in room whatever. I heard a squeak and I stopped. Looked to my left and that damn face is looking directly at me. I've always been very aware, and right then I felt like leaving the area quickly, and that would be an extremely smart move. I turned to walk back to my vehicle and I could hear squeaking, but I didn't / couldn't turn to look. I still did my walks at night, and sometimes I heard the squeaking and sometimes I didn't. I never looked again, but whenever I heard the faint squeak as I walked past that playground, I always got the same feeling of dread, and it didn't fade until I was back in my vehicle. So there's like the ghost of a clown living in a pole on a playground following people.
He's like mocking them. If he walks faster, like
yeah, he keeps looking behind it. Stops. Squeak, 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 squeak. Squeak, squeak, squeak.
He's just having fun, dude. This guy's a fucking dick.
Remember that rash of like clown sightings at night that people were having a few years? Well, it's like a decade ago now.
Was it?
Yeah, there's all those news stories come out. Like people were like taking video of like a clown just standing like across the street staring at them. There was a conspiracy that it was a viral marketing campaign for the It movie.
Oh, well, one time it was near Halloween. I mean, I wasn't worried about it. It was somebody dressed as fucking It.
Oh,
and
yeah.
they were standing
Pennywise?
they were standing outside a fucking nightclub with the fucking balloons. It just looks creepy.
Yeah, it's creepy.
You could tell somebody paid him. But it's still fucking like it's still slightly because he was like a little bit behind, a little bit in the shadows.
Yeah.
But if you look at the right moment, you can kind of see where especially when the cars pass.
Yeah.
They played it really well.
Yeah.
He wasn't lit up.
Have clowns ever not been creepy? Like, was there a point in history where people were like, "Oh yeah, a clown! I can't wait." I can't think of any.
I don't remember any.
Yeah, I mean, certainly not in our lifetime.
Not in our
Clowns
lifetime,
have always been creepy.
They have been creepy.
I feel bad for any kid though. It's like, Dad, I want to be a clown. The dad just goes like, fuck.
Well, we got a serial killer.
Send him to the psychiatrist. Check his room for any dead animals.
Yeah. Oh, you want to be a clown? Okay. You interested in taxidermy? Yeah.
Just because the dead animals thing. Did you read the news story about Barron Trump this week?
No.
Donald Trump's tall ass son. He's like 6'7".
No.
It's the boy. It's the child that he had with Melania. It's the only child that he had with Melania.
Okay.
He's like a giant, skinny kid. But stories are coming out from like his nanny and people that had him at like summer camps and stuff. Apparently, he's killed a few different animals.
Oh,
like lizards and birds and a dog even. Like,
oh, fuck. If you go dog, you're fucked up.
Oh yeah, once you go dog, you're done.
Yeah.
Like you might as well reserve a space in death row.
And you know what? Even if I'm even fucking I'm even going against myself here from what I just said about you go dog. But like if you accidentally kill a lizard, because sometimes you have the intention of like grabbing them, like fucking like holding them, and then you fucking drop it or whatever.
You got a story for us or what?
Nah, but like you know what I mean. Like I was like, but if you intentionally like killing it, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's something.
Because I have killed some lizards, but I was moving bricks and shit. Like,
oh yeah, just like
doing
like gardening around the house. And
stuff. They're hiding some weird ass shit. But if if you're talking about somebody like killing lizards, like okay, you could probably give them a pass. Shit happens. But if you imagine that he's killing like shit little by little, that means he was intentional. And dog, it's really hard to fucking unintentionally kill a dog. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about this story. I saw something, but I don't know. When it comes to like Trump's shit, I fucking
I get sucked in all that. Like, he also stabbed somebody like in a fight.
Fuck.
Yeah, man, I hope he doesn't come into power one day. I hope once they're done, that whole family just like gets out of politics.
I hope so too.
Especially with a name like Barron. Yeah. President Barron Trump. It's like it sounds like something from Dune.
Barron. Fuck that.
Anyways, yeah. That's all the show we have for you today. Hope everyone enjoyed that. Like and subscribe. Please comment.
You know what? If you don't like and subscribe, I'm gonna haunt each and every one of you. Oh, when I die. I mean, it'll be like, oh fuck, dude. That means I gotta die before the listeners. Okay. Yeah.
You better change.
Okay. I'm gonna
change the contract on this.
After you're dead, I'm still gonna fuck with you.
How about if you don't like and subscribe, your house is gonna get filled with flies for like days on end.
That shit sucks.
I'm sending out the curse right now.
That shit puts you in a sad mood, dude. For
being surrounded by like agents of like these things that live off death. Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't want you. They just want to. I was confused, dude. I turned off a light. I was like, okay, maybe they'll scatter. Nope. Still fucking in the center of the living room. Yeah.
I think we gotta get to the bottom of this.
I hope I didn't look too much into it because they went away, but when my mom told me, I was like, maybe should I go back and check? I never did.
Yeah. It's too bad we didn't have Crystal on. She could have given you some insight to like what it could mean.
Yeah, let her know, or maybe next time she'll come on.
Yeah. All right, everybody.
You hear that, Crystal?
You hear that, Crystal? Leaving us for this show.
You're a listener? Oh, what? Do I hear that correctly? You're out there drinking? Okay. On a Friday night?
How dare you? You should be sitting here with us.
You saying you have better things to do than listen to this fly stories? I don't even know
her. Yeah, so we'll try to get hopefully I'm not like super injured for a long time. I'll try to get another show out soon. I guess we'll see how things go. I'm sure I'll like break my arm next week, or I'm just like falling apart.
All right, guys. In your comments, place your bets. What will Matthew break next?
What's gonna be next? What's gonna fall off of me? Jesus, getting old sucks.
Will his cats eat him? Stay tuned.
Oh, that's a guarantee. Okay. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Say goodbye, Gabriel.
Goodbye, Gabriel.
Не